Let's move on to question number 21. Which of the following statements related to validate scope and control quality process is accurate? A. Validate scope is concerned with correctness of work results, while control quality is primarily concerned with acceptance of work results. B. Validate scope is concerned with acceptance of the work results, while control quality is primarily concerned with the correctness of work results. See, validate scope is done only after changes are approved by the change control board, and the validate both validate scope and control quality processes are always done sequentially. And the correct answer is B. Validate scope is concerned with acceptance of the work results, while control quality is primarily concerned with correctness. Now, a lot of people get confused between B and A. Now, D is just not possible because control quality is done before validate scope. So the sequence is done wrong. Now, when we talk about C, validate scope is done only after changes are approved by the change control board, not necessarily because, yes, changes that have been affected will also be affecting it, but it's actually basically the quality controlled or verified deliverables are then shown to the customer for acceptance. So that's the purpose of validate scope. So it's not just only and only for changes which have been approved. It's for basically all deliverables. But between A and B, validate scope is concerned with correctness of the work results, while control quality is primarily concerned with acceptance. It's actually the flip side. It's just the opposite. I'm pretty sure you do understand that verification talks about making the correct thing, and validation is, making the right thing. That means the one that the customers actually asked you for, right? So, what if you have a correct thing, but which was not right as with the customer? So, that's basically what we are talking about here. All right. All right. So, we are done with question number 21. We move on to question number 22. Which of the following are tools quality management terms used to identify issues? Choose to. A. Audit reports. B. Planning poker. C. Design for X. And D. Kano model. And the correct answers are A and C, audit reports and design for X. In fact, if they didn't even write quality management, of course, the tools and techniques of quality management or managed quality are designed for X, audit reports, and a few other things like checklist and a few other things. But if you just wrote, if the question only wrote quality here, you'll realize that audit reports and design for X, these are the only two things connected to quality. Planning poker is something to do with estimation of schedule or durations, and Kano model is a method for prioritization of requirements used in the process called collect requirements. And therefore, any which way you look at it, only A and C are the correct answers. In case you're looking for a course, an examination readiness course, which is going to get you ready in just under 16 hours to ace PMP exam. Does a course like that exist? Yes, it does. Well, all you have to do is type pmvideo.pm-pulse.com. That's my site for PM videos. And over here, you have a few PMP 2021 related videos. The very first one is PMP Dash. PMP Dash for acing PMP 2021. When you come to this particular landing page, you have a video which will give you an introduction to entire PMP Dash. It also contains certain things which are there in PMP Dash. There will be samples of what's contained inside. You can make an informed decision. The best thing is it gets you ready in just 16 hours. It contains every aspect of what's going to be covered in the PMP exam. Not only that, it has also 180 questions, full examination set guided by me. In case you're looking for a course which will get you ready for PMP exam in a very short period of time, and not only that, it'll help you ace it. Well, this is the course. Moving on to question number 23. A financial tool that calculates the present value of all cash flow outflows minus the present value of all cash flow inflows is referred to as which of the following? A. Internal rate of return. B. Net present value. C. Benefit cost value. And D. Return on investment. And the correct answer is net present value. Net present value is a net present value of a future cash flow, right? So let's look at it. What it says, the financial tool that calculates the current value of all cash outflows minus the present value of all cash inflows. Basically, that's basically the formula of net present value. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. Let's move on to question number 24. All of the following are interpersonal skills except A. Resisting to change, B. Building trust, C. Resolving conflict, and D. Active listening. And the correct answer is A. Resistance to change. See, B, C, and D. These three are all interpersonal skills. But this is an except question that which of these is not an interpersonal skill. Resisting to change is a reaction, is a human emotion, is a human tendency, right? A team member resisting to change. But interpersonal skills, on the other hand, are your abilities to get along with people, to be able to influence them, to be able to understand them, to be able to get the others to do what you wanted them to do, to create facilitation, to create bonding. Those are interpersonal skills. And those are some of those are build trust, resolving conflict, active listening. But resisting change, well, that's just a reaction that a person may have. All right, question number 25. Who can request changes? A. Team members and project managers. B. Sponsor. C. Stakeholders. And D. Customers. And the correct answer is stakeholders. You see, all of them are responsible for who can raise a change request. Anybody can, request for a change. But so basically all of them are correct answers. But the point is, when I say all of them are correct, either you go for the more specific one or go with an answer which actually, involves everything else, like all the other options. And that's the case of stakeholders. Stakeholders is anybody, even those who are affected by the project or can affect the project, and those which are not mentioned here, those are stakeholders. And also, it's only the stakeholders who can actually request a change in a project. And that's it. Therefore, that's the answer.